Hey everybody, thought I'd do a quick video. Uh, we were, me and Alan were talking this morning, and for me, going forward, like the title of the video, let's get ready to rumble. I completely believe that we've got all we need as a flat Earth community. I know, can y'all see the cowboys back there? Sickening, just sickening. Can't hardly watch them. But I'm saying we have everything we need. Hey, Stu, we got everything we need as a flat Earth community and everything. We've got to get a comprehensive group together with a plan, and we got to go start knocking down doors. We got to start walking into universities. We got to start going into, conferences, whatever. We got to start getting that word out. We got to just start pounding them and making them prove. Get those debates going. Neil Dumbass Tyson, NBC says, yeah, he's not going to debate John Levy. And Neil Tyson says himself, I don't debate flat earthers. Well, what kind of scientist are you? You retard. That's bullshit. If you're so confident, if you know your shit so well, why? Why not debate? What can it hurt? You know so much, you're right. Hey, Vic. What's a girl to do? I just jumped on here real quick. I'd completely changed my room around, changed everything. I was going to set up green screen behind me, but I don't have enough light in here yet. Well, that's true, but, Stu, but you would like to see one of these mainstream scientists debate somebody who's at least knowledgeable on flat Earth instead of letting them push our narrative. We keep letting them push the narrative instead of getting out in front of it and going, hey, wait a minute, let's do this the right way. You guys are the ones that set up all these rules. You're the ones that set up all this empirical evidence, standards, things like that. Let's go tit for tat, fellas. I don't know that much about John Levy or Levi, however they pronounce his name. Okay, so not John Levy. Witsit gets it, Austin, Dave Weiss. There's lots of guys out there. Hell, I'll go debate him, I mean, if it comes down to it, maybe that's what we need to do. Throw somebody at them they think, this guy don't know nothing, and show up and wipe the floor with them. You think so, Stu? You think John Levi is controlled opposition? I've never really listened to him much. I couldn't tell you who he was if he was standing here. I don't know him. But he's one of those names out there, right? We'll go with anybody you want, Stu. You pick. And no, Alan, no, Alan's not a good idea. He gets too mad too easy. He gets upset with people. Yeah, he gets upset with people too quick, and I know he would lose his shit on Neil deGrasse Tyson or any of this. Yeah, I hadn't read any of these people's books. What I know about these guys, some of them, is very little. I've always steered, I've steered clear of the guys on the first click. I learned that a long time ago about Google or even, YouTube. When you search something, whoever's on that first page is usually not the most reliable source. So that's why I guess I don't know much about him. I've never really paid much attention to him or his stuff. I guess his titles didn't entice me, I guess you'd say. But yeah, I just think it's time, man. I'm getting tired of the regurgitation. I see something on flat Earth and I think, okay, something new. Never happens. It's always the same stuff. I already know exactly what they're going to say. I know all of it. So why? I know there's a lot of people that hadn't heard about it. But that's, you know why? Because we're keeping it all in these channels, keeping it all on these little platforms, and they censor. They shadow ban. I had commented on a friend of mine I went to school with as a preacher, and they put out a little meme. Some of y'all might have seen it on Facebook. It said, what if right now in heaven, God was turned to Jesus and said, "It's about time." And I said, well, that'd all be fine if it hadn't already happened. I said, we're in the end times of the devil loosed. I comment on this. Well, almost every single time I comment on something like that, he responds. And a few other people in his congregation, they'll respond. So this time there's been nothing. Crickets. In other words, maybe he doesn't have an answer for me, but I don't know about that. He's usually got something to say, but nothing, And so I didn't even, not a single peep. Martin who? You say Martin. I don't know all these guys. I don't know all these guys. But you never know, right, Stu? I mean, these guys, how many times have they planted those people, and get everybody going one direction, and then the next thing you know, wow, this isn't even what we came here for. So what do? I'd only seen that Ledecky. I'd heard his name. I think I watched a few minutes. That's, beat me up over this if you want, but it's just so hard to watch videos with British accent people for me, unless they're a modernized, I guess, been the USA and they just got a slight British accent. It's hard for me. If I ain't got closed captions, I turn down the volume and do closed captions, but it's hard for me to listen to those guys. And usually when I get started on something like that and I can't understand them, I just click off. Really? Are they really, Stu? That's crazy. Wow. They're slowly starting to turn that corner the other direction, huh? Yeah. Maybe they lead away from Jesus. One of the deals me and Alan watched with 4 different guys, and Dave Weiss was on there. Dave Weiss was just about the only one that kept saying, hey, they're trying to hide God from us. They're trying to hide our Creator, and he talked about our Creator a lot. And these guys, like I said, I hadn't watched them enough to know their biblical leanings. But that all being said, I'm just talking flat Earth. Okay, the Jesus, believing in the Lord is another game. I want the flat Earth community to get our foot in the door and kick it open, wide open, and get this truth out there. If it's, if the guy who leads it is a staunch, dyed in the wool Christian, okay, great, even better. But if he's not, we got to get that message out, man. We got to get that message out, because they're using so much of it against us. They're just, y'all know what I'm talking about. They're trying to hide all that's good. And I believe flat Earth is a first step. I think we get more people to Christ by revealing flat Earth, and then their minds should open up and go, wow, okay, I'm listening. Let's see. Well, God created it all, and this is, we're special. We're special beings. We can do things we never imagined we could do. Why? Because they told us we couldn't. They told us we were insignificant specks in an ever-expanding universe and nothing matters. And people believed it. People believe it. So I think our first step is getting flat Earth out in front, because they keep censoring it. They keep shadow banning it. They keep, doing their best. And we've got some pretty shady people that got out there and have put a stain on it. That whole flat Earth society the first time I searched for Flat Earth, I believe I came up on one of their deals, and I watched this video, and in the end, the guy says, that whole axis tilt thing is the one thing we can't explain. Why are you even trying to explain something that's on their model? What the hell? I mean, everything was pretty good. It wasn't great, but it was pretty good till the end. And then he just turns and gives everything up and says, we just can't solve that. We don't know. Oh, and if anybody did notice, I shaved my head. Did you see that? I shaved my head. It was kind of funny. I couldn't find the right one, so I just went shorter. And I did about half of it. And I went in and walked into Kathy, and I was like, hey, I'm cutting my own hair. How's it look? And she just looks at me. She started laughing. She says, oh, my God, did you do that? And I'm like, what? What are you doing? I'm trying to look good for you. It was funny. It was funny. So I went out and finished it off. And was that better? And she said, why'd you cut it so short? I said, well, that was the only one I had. I don't know what happened to the number 3, so I just did it. But yeah, I just wanted to get a video out, guys. My suggestion is, and I'm going to start doing it, is like people like Dave Weiss, and some of them, I'm going to start emailing them and going, enough with your videos. Just, replay your old ones. We got to get out there. I mean, into people's face, in front of them. We got to have somebody. Yeah, I know. He was doing some stuff, and I'd done my new setup for him, and I was gonna try and do some green screen, but I didn't. I just couldn't get enough light. But I'm just gonna pop into a quick thing and put that on everybody's heart. Let's pray about that. Let's get a hold of all the flat Earth people we can and say, all right, you guys, it's all well and good that you're doing your thing, but we got to bring it together. We got to have a big force going forward. We can't have all these little satellite deals because they get discounted. That guy's just one guy. Yeah, he's just one guy. But if we come together, and I'm going to start emailing these people. Cowboys are getting, freaking Cowboys. I watch it right the first of the game. They're like, well, it's going to be a little easier for Jacksonville because they're playing their number 1s against our number 2s. And I'm like, dude, you're an NFL football player. If you're a number 2, in a heartbeat, you could be number 1, dude. You better be able to play. No, yeah, we're playing our number 2, so they're going to beat up on us. That is so stupid. Dude's getting paid millions of dollars a year, sit on the bench, and when they get put in, they're supposed to be able to play. Oh, but when they start the game as the number 2, they're going to get beat up by the number 1s. Whatever. Pro football has gotten so stupid anymore. These guys, this fat cat, multimillionaires, get a hangnail and I can't play for 2 weeks. Right, Stu? See, and they quit showing any pregame stuff like that now. Did you see the NFL's vaccination policy? I read a deal the other day. Some dude, he's a no mask wearing, no vaccination dude, man. And everybody that in the NFL, from what I understand, if you're not going to do that, okay, fine, but you have to be tested every week. But still, when you're in the facilities, your team's facilities, you have to wear your mask. So this guy on 2 different occasions, he even posted the memo he got from the NFL. Says to him, on this date at exactly this time, you walked into team facilities in the training room without a mask. Then they said another one right here at this time, same day, you went into the meeting room without a mask. And they fined that dude $24,000 for not wearing a mask. That can't be right. You can't do that to people. That's just ridiculous. Especially, football is. Go in the training room, there may be, 5 or 6 other guys in there, and they're all doing their separate things. You walk in the facility, going down the hallway, there's nobody in there. Yeah, not the NFL, bud. You better put that mask on. Oh, sure, yeah. That was why Biden and Harris, that was one of the first things they did, man. They took a knee. Them and everybody else in their cabal. And they made sure that picture got out there. They made sure. But yeah, guys, let's all put that in our prayers that flat Earth gets its legs. You know, right now it's crawling. It needs to get its legs. It needs to really be, because y'all all probably know, if you walked up to half the people you know and said, "Hey, you believe in flat Earth?" You know, they'd be like, "Man, you're such a goofball." It's so creepy, isn't it, Vic? It is. It's creepy. And you know, what do? You pray and you speak truth. Speak truth. You know, everybody in my sphere of influence, man, I bring it. I bring it. I don't take any of that. You're crazy stuff. I do the same thing old Witsit does. Okay, then you answer me a few questions about what you believe. They don't know anything. You know that. But everybody, y'all go watch Allen. I'm gonna book off. Finish watching the rest of this game, I guess, if I can stomach it. But you know, discernment, good vibrations. Word on your mouth, word in your heart. Walk that narrow path, guys. Love you guys. Y'all take care.